Well, good Friday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And I hope you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern, for our live stream coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern, where we'll go over everything that was the Dallas Cowboys mini camp. They ended up breaking camp yesterday, a day early, one last practice, but I don't know if you guys realize this or not. Now, we don't have the definite day that the Dallas Cowboys are going to start training camp, but because the Cowboys and the Steelers are in the Hall of Fame game, they are eligible to start training camp on the 21st of July. Guys, that's a month and 10 days from now. Our team, our players will be on the field getting ready for the 2020 season. I don't know about you, but I'm happy as can be. I'm damn near ecstatic with where we are right now. I cannot wait. We will analyze, overanalyze, come up with concepts and things like that. There'll be so much talk, of course, about our Dallas Cowboys. And there has been thus far, from Amari Cooper's injury to, will CeeDee Lamb take the next step? Michael Gallup, is he the odd man that's going to be out? Zeke Elliott, is he a scat back now? Will be return of the Mac, Dak Prescott, and the shoes. But somebody who's been kind of forgotten, or a position that has totally been forgotten, has been the tight end. And what's interesting is today is Dalton Schultz's birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Blake Jarwin. Dalton Schultz. God, I keep doing that. Dalton Schultz turns 25 years old today. 25. He's a baby. I have literally lived his life twice with 5 years to spare. Yeah. Anyway, the interesting thing on him is this. He could be the next Jason Witten. I know once you've just said, wait a minute. In fact, he's already been as good as Jason Witten. I know y'all are saying, Mark, leave Joe Boo's rumble alone. But let's just hold off for a second here. Because here's the interesting thing. Because what he did last year was really quiet. I mean, it was really quiet. Let's go ahead and look at his numbers. I want you to think about this. In his first 2 years with the Dallas Cowboys, everybody said he's just a blocking tight end. He's a blocker. And as I go through, let me slide down here and look at the numbers so I want to make sure I have it straight. The amazing thing is, in his first two seasons, 2018 and 2019, he had actually I wrote it down, 13 catches for 122 yards. And you looked at that and said, he's a blocking tight end. But sometimes what you need to get is an opportunity. And when when Blake Jarwin went down, Dalton Schultz got his opportunity. And without Dak Prescott even, he ended up having 63 receptions, 615 yards, 9.8 yard average with 4 TDs. For a guy who was thought to be just a blocking back. Now, I dare say that with Dak Prescott there, he should be actually a little bit better because of all of the weapons that are out there and could become that security blanket, much like Jay Novacek and a Jason Witten did. I know you guys are still saying, you're crazy, man. You're an idiot. Are you kidding me? But no, seriously, because the last 3 years of Jason Witten, and I'm not talking about when he came back, before he retired, Jason Witten, okay, future Hall of Famer, this is what he averaged those last 3 seasons. This is crazy. This blew my mind when I saw this. The last 3 years of Jason Witten, he averaged 69 receptions. Blake Jarwin last year averaged 63. Had 63. Those 69 receptions ended up being 648 yards average for Jason Witten for his last 3 years before retirement. Not the last year that he was here, mind you. If we put that on there, it looks even worse. 648 yards to Blake Jarwin's 615. Yards per reception was 9.3. My man had 9.8. Jason Witten averaged 3 TDs a season. My man had 4 last year. Dalton Schultz actually put up some incredible numbers. In fact, when we go back through with Jason Witten, future Hall of Fame, his last year with the Cowboys, he had the exact same number of touchdowns as Blake Jarwin, same number of receptions at 63, but only 8.4 yards per reception, 529 yards. So you can look at what Blake Jarwin has done versus the last 4 seasons of Jason Witten. That goes back to 2015. And what you got right there is you've got the next Jason Witten. You've got a guy who is still learning his craft. He's 25 years old today, and now having an offseason really working as a pass-catching, blocking tight end can make this offense that much more dynamic. Because if he can block, which he learned his first 2 seasons, and can now also catch, you as a defense now have to think about him as more than just a blocker. Something going into last year you did not have to do. You said, oh, this is a run formation. Oh, it's 2 tight end set. This is a run formation. But see, this is where the madness for the Cowboys can evolve. Because let's say you've got, and I've been pointing this out, the thing is you want to do where they don't think you're going to go. Tony Pollard, who is now a running back, but also has slipped out as a wide receiver, running routes, can be an X-man where you come out in a 2 tight end set. You get Tony Pollard in the backfield. People look at this and say it's a running play. But is it? Just have him in the backfield. Just have your wide receiver in the backfield. Your second tight end is also a pass catcher. You could end up having 4 wide receivers out of what looks like a running formation. And more times than not, the Dallas Cowboys didn't fool anybody with their offense. You pretty much knew exactly the down and distance, the formation, what the Cowboys were doing. But this is where pre-snap motion can come in. Tony Pollard's in the backfield right there. Boom. All of a sudden you motion him out. Now he's out wide. It's an empty backfield. You got 2 tight ends. You got 2 receivers. You got 4 guys going in routes. And you're doing something quick in the slot. This is where your offense can be multi-talented, multi-dimensional, and give you a whole bunch of different looks and different things that can come at you and attack you. And I think that he will be actually a big key for this offense, especially as you start playing teams like Washington, where all of a sudden, you know, the play's breaking down. You're getting a blitzer. You know, you've got Chase Young coming down on here, and you've got that tight end that I can just dump it off to get rid of the ball, where I'm going to get 8, 9, 10 yards, or that possession tight end, where you can go through and you can take your race cars of Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup, and they can all go deep, clear out the middle, and here you have your tight ends right there ready to make a play. I'm excited about some of the dimensions and some of the layers and some of the pieces that we have been so good as far as the skilled positions that nobody even talks about our tight ends. And they had pretty good skills to work with. And so that's another part that I can't wait to see get on the field. And if you're Kellen Moore right now, you've got to be drooling about the different plays that you can run, the guys that you can go to. The sky is the limit. You can be a mad scientist because you do have so many different playmakers. And, well, we'll see how he does with the cooking here. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope to see you tonight at 9 o'clock for our live stream. And hope you have a great day. Peace out.